Hey listeners, it's a Thursday, and you know what that means. The four witty women, better known as
Morgan,
Jordin,
Jake.
and Madelynne, are about to break down another story.
Make sure you spell witty woman with an M-A-N.
So move over Romeo and Juliet. There are two new lovebirds in town, better known as Jay Gatsby and Daisy Buchanan. The Great Gatsby was written by F. Scott Fitzgerald, which showcases the result of love and hard work.
so take out your journals, get comfy, and help us answer these questions. As we all know, love drives the whole plot of this book.
I mean, in my opinion, Gatsby pretty much powers all of his actions with the love of Daisy on his mind.
The real question is how does Gatsby's relationship with Daisy compare to Tom's relationship with Daisy?
In my opinion, Tom and Daisy have a very forced relationship, whereas Gatsby and Daisy actually have feelings for one another. Gatsby seems like he's never really fallen out of love with Daisy, but Tom seems like he's never really fell in love with Daisy.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, Gatsby and Daisy are more of the love at first sight kind of relationship, whereas Tom and Daisy, were pretty on the outside, but they didn't really have anything that kept them together.
Yeah, I think that Tom took advantage of Daisy when he had the chance because he didn't really enjoy his life with her. Even though Daisy enjoyed the luxurious lifestyle, she was never really happy. Gatsby poured his soul into his relationship with Daisy, but Daisy just could not commit to them being together.
Yeah, it's almost like Daisy was afraid to love Gatsby because she knew that he had the opportunity to break her heart, whereas with Tom it was safe and easy.
Tom is also very open about having a mistress. He even takes Nick to meet her, and she calls their house, and she even mentions Daisy's name.
Yeah, I completely agree. What Gatsby and Daisy had was completely different than what Tom and Daisy had because there's a difference between love and romance. So Gatsby and Daisy, they both had love and romance, while Tom and Daisy, they may have loved each other, but they didn't have any physical connection.
Going back to how Gatsby never stopped loving Daisy, the green light at the end of his dock kind of represented the hope that Daisy would once love him again.
Yeah, Gatsby kind of uses the green light as a guide that guides him towards his dreams and goals with Daisy and his future.
I mean, he threw all of those parties in hopes that she would attend, and he even moved across from her just so he could be close to her and maybe reconcile with her.
Yeah, that had to be the main motive of his luxurious lifestyle, bringing all those guests, maybe trying to attract Daisy to come and maybe being able to have a chance with her once again.
I think as soon as he started working with Dan Cody on his yacht, then he saw the luxurious lifestyle, and once he had a taste of it, he just had to have it forever. So he worked towards everything just to get that lifestyle.
All right, guys, moving on to the next question. What makes this book have such a role in American literature?
To me, this book is always going to be relevant because it's a classic story of love, and love will never go out of style. And, Gatsby works so hard to get Daisy's attention, whether he's buying flowers for Nick's house whenever he wants her to have the tea party or just doing the little things to make her smile.
This book really shows that hard work can pay off in the end no matter what you're trying. I mean, Gatsby he changed his name, went pretty much a rags to riches story, came from nothing and turned himself into it with a luxurious lifestyle and found true love at a young age and was able to, until his death, was able to succeed up to his standards.
Yeah, I completely agree. This book is also good at showing all of the aspects of the American dream and, how it really worked and how much people wanted to achieve that.
Yeah, and even though he had the financial situation of the American dream, he came from nothing, he still didn't have the happiness, the wife and the happy life, everything that came with the American dream.
The last question of this podcast is, what is the role of honesty in The Great Gatsby?
I feel like dishonesty plays a big role in this book because Gatsby constantly lies about how he achieved his wealth and just about his past, and Tom lies to Daisy and Nick and all of them. And I just feel like lying and dishonesty is a pretty big role in this book, and it's how the characters get their way.
Yeah, I feel like most of the book is based on dishonesty because, from the start to the beginning, that pretty much leads to the downfall of Gatsby and he was never honest with anybody about his life, and karma came back to bite him in the end.
Yeah, well, trust is not really a theme in this book because no one really is who they seem to be.
Yeah, for example, when Tom pretends to be a loving, devoted husband, but, you find out later in the book. But later in the book, we discover that Tom has a mistress, and so he's not faithful or truthful to Daisy. The Great Gatsby is a classic story of death do us part. So ladies and gentlemen, work hard, and remember from Daisy and Gatsby that love is greater than anything else.
This is the 4 witty women, Morgan,
Jordan.
Jake.
And Madeline.
signing out.
Make sure to spell that with an M-A-N.
So tune in next Thursday.
When we break down 50 Shades of Grey, and as always, enjoy the music.
A little party never killed nobody, so we gon' dance until we drop. A little party never killed nobody. Right here, right now is all we get.